I'm not ruled by anxiety anymore. And the panic attacks are, I'm not dealing with that anymore, and that's huge. That's huge. And now I just feel like I have my life back. I looked at my daughter, she smiled. Couldn't believe it. She was smiling, she was laughing, and I had my daughter back. And that's priceless, It's priceless. Four years ago today, we thought it would be just a normal day. My ex-husband was coming over. We were going to go have pizza. We've stayed friends all through the years, and and our daughters have laughed and spent time. We were just about to go have pizza. We were just do our regular thing, and it didn't work out that way. He had a heart attack in front of us. We were all kind of just handling it in the moment. In the moment, you just, God gives you the strength to get through that moment. But then the next 4 years, dealing with his loss and watching my daughters deal with the loss of their dad and the way that they lost him, right in front of their eyes. It has been 4 difficult years because it's brought up other issues that we've had to work through that, and then we've had ongoing issues like mental health issues have come up that we've had to work through with, and it's been a difficult 4 years. And I should also add that 3 weeks before this tragedy, my mom died, and so I didn't really have a chance to grieve her death because we knew that my ex-husband was needing surgery, and so there was a lot going on. He was supposed to have surgery in mid-December, but because of COVID, the emergency room was full, and the hospital said they just could not schedule his surgery until later, and so then the tragedy happened before the makeup date for his surgery. I was really needing to work through my own trauma, my own PTSD, and it wasn't just that distant memory from 4 years ago, even though that was still constantly there, but it was all the other crises along the way. My nervous system was completely out of sync, and my anxiety levels were through the roof. Because there was never a moment of, everything's fine. And there's still not. That life continues. But it's just been amazing to do the program with Brain Life and then and feel my brain just get back to where it's functioning without being in fight, flight, freeze, and with the anxiety levels, I can breathe now. I can think clearly. I can reevaluate, where do we go from here? And now I just feel like I have my life back, and I'm able to move forward and make sound decisions because I'm not ruled by anxiety anymore. And the panic attacks are, I'm not dealing with that anymore, and that's huge. That's huge. It's just amazing to think clearly again and not constantly be interrupted with these thoughts of, but wait, there are just like a million different but wait moments of panic about this, have anxiety about that, and it's can't even get through a full thought process, and so now to be able to sit and think clearly and to plan and get back to being the person I know I can be, it makes all the difference. When I heard about Brain Life, I thought I would love to come to Michigan and go through the program. And I didn't know when it would happen. But then just a couple of weeks later, we were blessed with another crisis, another learning opportunity. And that crisis was with my daughter, where come to find out, she couldn't handle marijuana. You know, marijuana, for some people, it cures cancer. For some people, it causes psychosis. And for my daughter, it was the second, you know, and she ended up in really difficult situation in the psych ward. And I rushed up here. I rushed to Michigan to come and do what I can. I mean, I had in mind taking her back and putting her in a program where she could really work through the tragedy first, and then find other ways to deal with it other than marijuana, you know. And but when I saw her and I saw she was in such bad shape, I mean, she didn't look like herself at all. She could hardly talk. She couldn't really walk. It was just a little shuffle. I mean, I just couldn't believe that was my daughter. Didn't look like her at all. And so I thought, well, here is the opportunity to come to Brain Life, because I've got to do a different plan. It can't be that, oh, I'm taking her back home immediately. I could see that wouldn't work. And so I signed her up. And for myself also, we both came to the program at Brain Life, and it was truly amazing. Like the first session, we both looked at each other and we're just like, I feel like myself. You know, I mean, granted, we weren't at 10 yet, but I looked at my daughter. She smiled. Couldn't believe it. She was smiling. She was laughing, and it had my daughter back. And that's priceless, you know. It's priceless. And then we stayed. We extended the trip longer and went through the full program, and it's been absolutely amazing. To get my daughter back, and I just can't even describe that. She's now herself again. I mean, she's dreaming again. She's hoping. She's looking forward to her life and doing the things that matter to her. She's talking about going back to school again. And she had not been able to get into that mindset for a while. The decision for me to do this also was really crucial. And when I helped myself, that was the best thing I could do for my daughter, because she needed me to be strong also. And so it really comes full circle. I'm helping my daughter as I help myself, but both sides of it are so important. You know, for me to be strong for myself, me to be strong for my daughter, and then my daughter to be able to take that example and go, okay, you think it's important enough for yourself and for you to go through the entire program and do the exercises and take it home and make it a part of your life. If you believe that for yourself, then I might believe that for myself also. You know, and so, yeah, for a mom, it just is doubly important.